Hey guys, welcome back. An update and a quick look into some of these little trolleys. The update is I've increased the height of the wall. You might just be able to see on the top row there how I've added an extra few bricks on the top. I can't do that on the bottom row where the metal is because I've used the worst of the bricks down there, the most unangled, just to use them basically. But at the top row I've just been using this pallet, as you can see. It's working through the pallet and putting it on the top. You can also see that Mr. Zomb is standing next to a couple of shopping trolleys, and if you have a look there, you'll see that the back shopping trolley is just a bit smaller than the front shopping trolley. Let's see if we can bring that camera over. There we go. Now, what I've done is, excuse me, dude. I've decreased the height of the handle to try to shrink the size of the trolley in perception. Basically, when you've got the trolley at that full height there, it's about 14 centimeters tall, which is about 1.4 meters tall, and that's probably about half a foot above your waistline, where your belt is. Yeah, I wanted to drop that height a bit because I want it to match the 110 scale as close as I can get. And I'd say that'd be like more 1918 scale, the shopping trolley I got originally before adaptation. And I'd say this is more like 19110 at least. I'm getting a bit closer with the sizes. And I'm trying to match it up so the size of the shopping trolley will match the size of the 7-inch figure. A 7-inch figure in 110 scale is 17.78 centimeters. So it's just a bit bigger than this ruler, about 2 centimeters bigger than the ruler. So if he's, say, 5'11", 6 foot, which is probably about right in 110 scale, 7 inches is probably about right in 110 scale, then this wall I want about, what, 6'5" in total. So if I do a 6-foot wall and half a foot on top to the capstone, pier capstone running along and on the edge there, it should be sufficient enough in the 110 scale world for creating a 6.5 foot tall wall, and that way all the action of figures and everything will match with cars and the correct scales and heights. But to just to show you guys to do this shopping trolley conversion to get it more 110 scale, just to drop it, it's very hard to notice, but you'll see if that has been dropped about there. So there's not much difference, but I've chopped that off down a bit, and I'll chop this one up next, and you end up with a couple of these after you've chopped them. These sit underneath the plastic, and you just take these plastic things off. It's very hard to do with one hand. Like that. And you can just measure underneath how much you want to chop off. I wanted to keep the shape of the arches to try to still keep it going into an arched form, but as you can see, when he holds this now, this top of the bar is more down here at his waistline rather than this one is higher above his waistline. See if I can show you guys. Where you can see this is higher than his waistline. So just say that's above the top of the stomach holes. Oops. Go ahead of this now. arms out of the way, is more halfway in his stomach hole. So it's not much of a drop, say, what, 5-10 millimeters max, but it seems to make it a bit more 110 scale. So I'll just show you that I chopped this one up using the cutters, and I got the cutters and I took this side and I flicked it over, so it just gives me about there, and then I squeezed through it. See if I can squeeze through it. I can't do it with one hand, hang on. No, I'll have to do that and show you, hang on. So you have that. And I'll just put the top bit on to show you guys. And I remember, guys, I just bent these in just ever so slightly so it's still fitting here. See if I can show you. See, I just curved it in, I just bent it slightly inwards there to fit the handle better. Now that's dropped from, say, a 1.9 to a 1.10. It's very close to 1.10 now. I'll show you on the ruler. I'll try to, it's that dirty. So that is 11 centimeters tall to the handle, which means it's 110 centimeters at 1:1 scale, 1.1 meters, and 1.1 meters is roughly up to just past belt line on a 6-foot man, as far as I can tell. So yeah, tonight is really about working scale and adapting larger scales to a smaller scale. So yeah, these are pretty cheap, these things. I'll leave a link just in case you guys want a few. It's not Armageddon without a few shopping trolleys floating about the place. So yeah, the wall is still on the way. It is really close to done now. That top row didn't take me 20 minutes to put in, what, 50, 100 bricks. That was awesome. It's been tricky down this side, trying to keep a straight wall, just because some bricks were a bit bent and stuff, because there was a lot of B grades in there. I must have chewed through a good 1,000 bricks on this thing now. So yeah, just a quick update, guys, and a quick adaptation to the shopping trolleys. Pretty sweet for the price, and just add a bit of extra, 3D depth to the picture of the scale world. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch up to you soon. Doing some awesome projects. I've been keeping an eye here and there. See you soon. Thanks very much.